The end of the road. CM Punk suffers horrible neck injury, forced to retire from wrestling forever. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. He was the voice of the voiceless. The cult hero. The man who walked out, came back, and defied all odds. But now, his voice is gone from the ring. His fists silenced. His body, broken. After decades of rebellion, reinvention, and relentless passion, CM Punk's wrestling career is officially over. Tonight, we tell the tragic, emotional, and unforgettable story of how CM Punk's journey ended. Not with a championship, not with a pipe bomb, but with a heartbreaking neck injury that will change his life forever. The return that shocked the world. The wrestling world shook when CM Punk returned to WWE at Survivor Series 2023. The arena erupted, fans wept, and even backstage, wrestlers couldn't believe it. After nearly a decade away from WWE, filled with lawsuits, backstage brawls in AEW, and constant speculation, Punk had come home. Triple H welcomed him back. The fans welcomed him louder. Punk, this time, I'm here to finish what I started. He didn't just show up, he delivered. Promos that made headlines, matches with Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Finn Balor that stole shows. But behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Whispers about pain, spinal soreness, old injuries resurfacing. The match that ended it all, CM Punk vs. Drew McIntyre. June 24, 2025, Monday Night Raw. CM Punk was set to face Drew McIntyre in a highly anticipated match. The crowd was electric. Punk looked determined. But just minutes into the bout, something went terribly wrong. As McIntyre delivered a stiff sit-out powerbomb, Punk's neck snapped back unnaturally. The crowd gasped. Punk didn't move. The referee paused. McIntyre backed away in panic. Medics rushed the ring. Michael Cole, clip. This doesn't look good, folks. Punk was stretchered out, his hand barely giving the crowd a thumbs up. Backstage, the atmosphere was grave. And then came the news no fan wanted to hear. The diagnosis. Initial tests confirmed the nightmare. A severe cervical spinal injury. Multiple herniated discs. Potential nerve damage. One wrong bump away from permanent paralysis. Doctors gave it to him straight. If you wrestle again, you may not walk again. Punk's silence in the days that followed was deafening. No tweets. No statements. Just recovery. And reflection. Friends close to Punk say he was devastated, but not surprised. He had fought through injuries before. Hip, knee, elbow. But this was different. Locker room reactions. The WWE locker room was shaken. Seth Rollins posted a black screen with 3 words. Not like this. Cody Rhodes called Punk a modern warrior. Kevin Owens tweeted, Punk gave more to this business than anyone realizes. We argued. We laughed. We bled. But I never wanted it to end like this. Even Roman Reigns, rarely one for social media sentiment, shared a single fist emoji. The respect was real, even from those who didn't always like him. Because no matter how polarizing CM Punk was, he was real. Punk's final message. WWE releases an exclusive sit-down with CM Punk, aired on SmackDown. After nearly 2 weeks of silence, CM Punk finally spoke. In a quiet, dimly lit studio, he looked straight into the camera. Neck brace on. Emotion in every word. CM Punk, clip. I didn't want it to end like this. Not on a stretcher. Not in pain. Not before I could main event WrestleMania one last time. Punk pauses, fights back tears. Punk. But life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you the truth. And the truth is, I can't do this anymore. I can't wrestle again. Not safely. Not smartly. And I made a promise to myself. If I ever couldn't give the fans 100% of me, I'd walk away. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you. The video ends in silence. A legacy sealed. CM Punk's career wasn't just legendary, it was revolutionary. From his Raw beginnings, where he elevated indie wrestling, to his pipe bomb promo, which redefined WWE storytelling forever. From walking out of WWE in 2014, to making headlines in UFC, to bringing AEW into the mainstream, and finally, to coming back home. He was never the biggest, never the most athletic, But he was real, and that made him the people's champion. CM Punk's legacy isn't ending with a neck injury. It's being immortalized. Because even in pain, he told the truth. He did it his way. Tributes from the industry. As the news broke globally, tributes poured in. Triple H. Phil Brooks is one of the greatest storytellers in this industry. Period. AJ Lee. He gave everything, every night. I'm proud of him, not just as a husband, but as a warrior. Tony Khan tweet. Thank you, Punk. You changed the industry, and you'll always be welcome in any ring. Even AEW's Kenny Omega said, no matter our differences, I respect Punk's heart. He fought until he couldn't. What's next for Punk? So what's next for the best in the world? CM Punk has already begun transitioning. WWE is reportedly discussing a role as a creative consultant, potentially guiding talent with promos and story arcs. Rumors swirl about a tell-all autobiography and a docuseries on Peacock, chronicling his rise, fall, and retirement. Some even whisper about Punk joining commentary or starting his own podcast. But one thing is clear. Punk may be done in the ring. But his voice, louder than ever. Goodbye, champ. Punk's last match, the crowd chant, thank you Punk. He didn't need a farewell tour. He didn't need one more title. He needed peace. And now, he has it. From the bingo halls of Chicago, to WrestleMania stadiums, to octagons and boardrooms, CM Punk fought, he rebelled, he believed. And now, as he walks away for the final time, we stand, not in sadness, but in gratitude. Because we didn't just witness a wrestling career. We witnessed a revolution. Thank you, Punk. You were, and always will be, best in the world. If you were moved by this story, hit like, subscribe, and tell us your favorite CM Punk moment in the comments. We'll be watching. Long live the voice of the voiceless. The end of the road. CM Punk suffers horrible neck injury, forced to retire from wrestling forever. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. He was the voice of the voiceless. The cult hero. The man who walked out, came back, and defied all odds. But now, his voice is gone from the ring. His fists silenced. His body, broken. After decades of rebellion, reinvention, and relentless passion, CM Punk's wrestling career is officially over. Tonight, we tell the tragic, emotional, and unforgettable story of how CM Punk's journey ended. Not with a championship, not with a pipe bomb, but with a heartbreaking neck injury that will change his life forever. The return that shocked the world. The wrestling world shook when CM Punk returned to WWE at Survivor Series 2023. The arena erupted, fans wept, and even backstage, wrestlers couldn't believe it. After nearly a decade away from WWE, filled with lawsuits, backstage brawls in AEW, and constant speculation, Punk had come home. Triple H welcomed him back. The fans welcomed him louder. Punk,